Good afternoon and welcome to the latest video interview from Success and Ability. We are here today in conversation with Karan Shah, animal behaviorist and founder of Positive Future. Thank you so much for joining us here today, Karan. It is so lovely to speak with you.
Yeah, thank you for having me over and giving me this lovely opportunity.
So let's just get started at the very beginning. We know that you run Positive Future. We know that you're a dog lover and you work a lot with animals. We know that you're a person with spinal muscular atrophy. Why don't you just run us through who you are, maybe in a minute or so?
Oh, so I didn't get the last part.
No, I just said that we know that you run Positive Future, that you are a lover of dogs, you work with animals, and that you are a person with SMA. But why don't you run us through your life in a little more than a minute or so, maybe?
Okay, so I'm currently 23 years old, and as you all know, I'm suffering from spinal muscular atrophy type 3. And I have been in this field for the past 8 years. And my main goal over here is to bring awareness on something which is called as assistant and therapy dogs. Where the awareness, especially in a country like India, is less. So our main goal and our main motto is to bring awareness over there.
Okay, and how did you get started on this path? What helped you kind of take that leap?
Okay. So what happened was when I was 12 years old, I had lost my elder brother, Mihi. He was just 13 that time. He was 1 year elder to me. And when I had lost him, I went into severe depression and I started having anxiety issues. So during that time frame, I also left my schooling. I did homeschooling, and basically I went in a shell. Okay, and one day, just a family friend, Mr. Shamak Dawar, he just came over, and he just said that this house needs a dog. Karan needs an angel in his life. And the very next day, he just gives a call to my mom saying that, listen, don't get angry, stay calm, just calm down. Okay, I'm sending in a pup for Karan, and that pup is required in Karan's life. So just trust me with this. And of course, then Angel came into our life. And so when Angel came into our life, what happened was, we started needing a trainer in our life because, of course, she started pooping and peeing everywhere. And because she was teething, she started biting us. And we honestly did not know how do we deal with dogs. So we started searching for trainers, and all of a sudden, my mom realized that my elder brother Mihir, he had seen some assistance dog show in his school, Balmohan Vidya Mandir in Mumbai. So that time, mom had just told me that there was this one lady who had done something in Mihir's school, who trains dogs specially for people with special needs. So try contacting her. So of course, like Google Baba, it's the most convenient way to get in touch with someone. So I Googled out, I came in touch with Shirin auntie, and I called her over one day and I told her that, this is the problem. I need a dog, who can train me as an assistant, whom you can train as an assistant dog to make me independent. So I asked her that, what all things can you do? So she said that we can train Angel to do, open the cupboard, put on a blanket, remove your shoes, remove your socks, load in clothes in the washing machine, pick up any item, put them in the dustbin, and a lot of things. And the moment I heard this, I went like super excited. Okay. And so that time, out of excitement, I just asked her, okay, wow, that's really fantastic. When can we start training and what are your charges? So she's like, I'm sorry, I'm not going to train her. And I'm like, what? Like, you are supposed to train her. And then she's like, no, you want an assistant dog, you will have to train her. And I was like, I'm sorry, but I have no knowledge on this. And then she offered me to join her course. The course is called basic, trainer's course. So that course basically teaches you how do you train dogs. So I did that course, and under her guidance, then we started training Angel for a lot of new commands and new things to do. And while training Angel, that time I realized that, my depression had disappeared, my anxiety had disappeared out of the blue. And I realized that at least after a year or a year and a half, because I had to take Angel for walks. And of course, knowing that it's a cute, friendly pup, there will be 10 people coming and cuddling the pup. Plus, I live in an area in Dadar near Shivaji Park where there are all dog lovers. So, interacting with people started increasing. And I did not realize, I was in a shell and how I became completely, opposite of that. And that was the time I realized that okay, this is my call in nature, that is my calling in life, and this is what I have to do. So
That's,
that is how I got into this field.
I don't think I've heard of dogs being trained to load washing machines before. I imagine why that was very, very exciting. But tell us about why Positive Future. You mentioned that you realized it was your calling in life, but what has that journey been like? How many years has it been? How many dogs have you trained?
So dogs that I must have trained, I don't have a count of it, but at least must be about 150, 200 dogs so
Wow.
far. And so what happened was once we started training Angel as an assistant dog, there were times that, we started going to schools, colleges to raise awareness on the same. And then I had got this one opportunity where they were all cancer patients. It was an NGO, and we were just offering a free service over there. And we started this workshop called as Paws and Kids Workshop. So there was a team of Angel and another therapy dog named Leo. So we went over there, and I saw the kids playing over there, enjoying with the dogs and the happiness on their face. And sometimes money does not matter whether you get it or not, but that smile on the kids, on their faces gave me that satisfaction in work. Like, yes, like you feel proud of yourself for doing something. And that was the time I'm like, positive future, because Angel has made my future positive. So let me make futures positive for at least another few people.
Right. And can you tell us your favorite story from Positive Future? Something you witnessed, some feedback you've received, the dog that stayed in your imagination the most?
Okay. So Angel and I, we both go to Worli Seaface very often for walks. Okay. So over there are these few old guys. Okay. Like now they are very good friend of mine. But earlier, whenever we used to go over there, these people used to come over there, just sit, smoke all the time. Okay. And once what happened was I took Angel on a long leash, and we were just walking, and Angel all of a sudden went over there in front of those people, although oldies, about 5 or 6 of them, and she just jumped on them all of a sudden. And I'm like, oh shit, no, this is not happening. And she just jumped on them. And luckily, those people are like, we cannot smoke in front of a dog. It is harmful for them. And they put out their cigarette.
Mm.
And then they just, then I went over there, apologized, and they're like, no, no, it's completely fine. Your dog's super sweet and everything. And just random questions, how are you? What's your name? And all of that. And then since that day till date, whenever I go over there, all of those 4 people will come instead of smoking. Okay, one of them has quit smoking because of Angel. And whenever now we go over there for walks, they all will walk for at least 2-3 kilometers along with Angel and me.
That's an
So
impressive story. You have a dog that makes people quit smoking, that does your laundry. It's a pretty superpower, I must say. But tell me more about you and Angel. What have you learned from Angel? How have you grown together? What's your favorite Angel lesson?
my favorite Angel lesson. So there are many, but one thing I could say is that the satisfaction that I never got from humans, I got it from a dog. The love that I never got from humans, I got it from a dog. The understanding I never got from humans, I got it from a dog. Like when I was in depression or something, of course, I had lost my brother and everything. But, during that time when I needed someone to hear me out, the only person, the only soul who was present with me was Angel. And, with Angel, it actually felt like someone's listening to you.
Mm.
Okay, so like whenever I used to talk to her, she just, used to stare with her puppy eyes like this, like, yeah, you are a it's okay, continue, I'm listening. Okay. And, so till date, if any bad incident happens with me or anything, the first person that I will go to and I will talk is Angel. Okay. No matter whatever she must be telling me in her mind. Okay. But I know one thing, that she is listening to me. Okay. Like if I need someone, I know, maybe no one else will be there, but Angel's always going to be there with me. So every night we have these deep conversations. And I've actually made it a point, and I also tell my clients over here who come over that, learn to talk to your dog, learn to, communicate with them. They also do communicate with you in a different manner. And every night talking out to a person, it's not compulsory, it needs to be a human. Just, ranting out your feelings every night and then sleeping peacefully. Okay, that is what I've learned with Angel, that, every night just talk out and have a peaceful sleep.
Yeah. And before I come to the training part of it, which I'm very curious about, one more question about you and your journey. You've spoken about your mental health journey. I was reading about how you dealt with inaccessibility in schools. You've spoken about your brother. What helped you gain confidence? Do you have a role model in your life? Is Angel your role model?
Of course, Angel's my role model, and also my parents, no doubt, because they have always supported me, to choose the right path in my life. Like, even if I wanted to do dog training, they were not like those parents who are like, seriously, you want to do dog training? How are you going to get a living out of it? They were not those types of parents. So my parents have always supported me. They have always guided me. The second go-to person in my life would always be my parents, and Shirin auntie and Shamak Davar, who have, always supported me and have brought me to this stage. If Shirin auntie and Shamak Davar were not there in my life today, I would have not been here where I am.
Yeah. Tell me about the role of your disability in your journey. You've spoken about mental health a lot, but what has SMA been? How has SMA been a part of your journey?
So, when my elder brother and I were born with SMA, my parents were shattered, learning that, both the kids have this disability. And, uh, when they become parents and everything, they have these big dreams. And my parents always had that dream that, when we will have our children, one will go to army, other will go to navy. Okay, they had this always thought in their mind, and I honestly am a big army fan. But when they came to know that that child has SMA, what affects the child the most is when your own parents start giving you that sympathy and empathy in your life. That actually weakens you more.
Mm.
Okay, my parents have been the parents who have told you, you have SMA, that is the case. Okay, it's done, it's over, it's out. Think of what you have to do, ahead. If I am facing a problem, okay, like if someone will come and hit me, my dad is not going to be the person, it's okay, I will come and I'll support you. That is like, that person has hit you, it's your problem, go and slap him back.
Mm.
Okay, so my parents have always, given me that push of being independent.
Yeah.
Okay, and they have always also made it a point, like, I honestly do not feel I'm disabled.
Mm.
I honestly do not feel I have SMA because of my parents.
Yeah.
So I would not say that SMA has given me any issues in my life as such. Actually, I would say I'm blessed to have SMA. Okay, I'm blessed to be disabled, because if I was not disabled, today I do not know where I would have been. It's that my disability, because of my disability, because of the problems that I have faced, I have learned so much, and I'm, giving it back to the society, uh, what I have learned.
Yeah.
So I
100%.
am definitely proud of myself, and I'm happy that I have SM.
Yeah.
No regrets in that.
And there's so much confidence to be kind of learned from this story of how much one can do and how much just having a passion can define your life. My
Yeah,
last
in fact,
question
there
for
was
you
this
is,
one incident.
no, please go ahead.
Sorry, I'll just mention this one incident about disability that had happened. Okay, so my brother was a very huge cricket fan. Okay, and so whenever earlier we used to go to Shivaji Park very often just to have rounds and everything. And in Shivaji Park, many people knew us because we were two brothers on wheelchair, always having a round together and everything. So people knew us very well. And I also used to love to play cricket. I was not a cricket fan, but I love to play cricket. Okay, so once there were this group of people, children playing cricket and everything, and I just went and I approached him, can we play cricket with you all? So that time that guy said in Hindi, it's okay if I say
No,
it in
please go
Hindi.
ahead. Yeah.
Okay, so that time that guy said in Hindi, कि तू तो लंगड़ा है, तू क्या क्रिकेट खेलेगा. Okay, so that time my brother gave a very good response to them कि हम तो है लंगड़े, लेकिन पैर से तुम लोग लंगड़े हो तुम्हारे सोच और विचार से. And that hit me so good that I realized that disability is just physical but not a mental state of mind. So till the time you are mentally strong, there's nothing in the world that can stop you from achieving your goals.
Right. No, of course. That's a powerful story. My last question to you is about dog training in itself. It's a dog training 101 kind of a question. What are some of the basic principles of training a dog to be a support animal? Are there different trainings needed for different disabilities? How does that work?
Okay, yeah, so there are different types of trainings for different disabilities. You need to train dogs differently to cater to different people. Like in my case, I need an assistant dog who can help me to do my day-to-day core. But now, say for example, if I get a child who has dyslexia, okay, so I had dyslexia earlier. So what used to happen is now, for example, if I had to read, my name is I'm stuck. I start murmuring. Okay, and in the classroom, then everyone starts to laugh on us. Okay, that has happened with me as a personal experience in my childhood. So now what we do is we train that dog that whenever the child starts murmuring, you go and you hug the child from behind, you start licking the child and you encourage the child to read more. Okay, so training varies from person to person, disability to disability, whether it be physical or mental. But one thing required in this field is a lot of patience and a lot of unconditional love.
I suspect that the nuances of training will be an independent conversation altogether. But this brings us to the end of this one. Thank you so much for joining us, Karan. It was such a pleasure talking to you. And you have a very vivid way of telling your stories, I must say.
Thank you. Thank you.